I'm so excited to be back with you today. This topic that we get to dive in on today is one of my favorites. Now, many of you come here whether you're looking for more professional, entrepreneurial development, if you're here for more spiritual development. I mean, at this point, if you have listened to even just a few episodes, I weave it all in together because it's all connected. I want to talk about one of the most impactful things that most business owners don't take time to learn, and that is vision casting. No matter what type of business you are in, if you're an affiliate marketer, if you're a consultant, brick and mortar, leading any kind of a team, network marketer, coach of coaches, coaching coaches who coach coaches, the list goes on, right? You have to get so good at being a great vision caster, not only for yourself, starts with you, but for other people. This is where most people fail. This is where most people get stuck, and this is why they don't get to that next level. This is why they give up on building teams. This is the reason why. They do not know how to cast vision. And it's not that they can't learn. They just either haven't been exposed to it, or maybe there is a desire there where everybody has this magical, I should just know how to do it. I don't need to learn how to do it, which honestly is a little egotistical and entitled. We get to learn how to do things, and we get to steward and get better, right? For myself, my personality, I've always been able to cast vision for myself because I think innately, okay, I've seen other people do it. How did they get there? Why do I want to do this? What are goals I need to set for myself? And then after I set those, how can I lead other people to do the same thing, right? I naturally think that way because I know if it works for me, it can work for somebody else. But you do have to have the drive and the desire to do it. So I've always been able to do that for myself. Then when it comes to casting vision for other people, I definitely sought out mentors in different business arenas that I've been in, network marketing, digital marketing, coaching, and I have an amazing expansive network, and there are people very, very successful. I'm talking like 9-figure plus successful that I glean from to ask questions on how can I cast a bigger vision, not only for myself, but for people, right? Because in order to get to anywhere not even 7 figures, you could probably do that on your own, 8, 9 figures, you have to be able to have teams, period, point blank, period. So one of the best questions I've ever been asked to really get the juices flowing up here was this: if you had 8 figures hit your bank account, 8 figures. Now, for those at home that don't want to know what 8 figures is, I've literally been asked, I don't even know how much 8 figures, like what that amount is, $10 million and above. 10 million and above. If that hit your account today, what would you do with it? Now let's take out some of the obvious. We get rid of any debt that we have. And of course, we're going to be tithing and giving to others. And then of course, this can be a part of the vision too, but so often people get stuck on, I'm going to clear debt, I'm going to give to others, and I want to do stuff for other people, which is amazing. But here's the second half to that question. Here's the first part. You had $8 million land in your account. What are you going to do for yourself? And this isn't selfish. So many times, as I just stated, we focus on other people, and that's amazing. But what about you? What would you do for you, your family? What home would you be moving into or be building? What kind of car would you be driving? What vacations and memories would you like to make? How would you be diversifying your income to make money that makes money where you don't have to be making money, like just from trading time and money, or trading time for dollars? How can you really be able to maximize what you have? And then, of course, you want to build the things to help other people. And I'm saying all this strategically. What are you going to do for you? I have done hundreds and hundreds of vision casting calls like this with people, and they get so uncomfortable. I'm not really sure. And then when I sit there for a moment, and I'm silent, emotions start to come out. I've seen anger. I have seen tears. I have seen pure joy. I have seen shoulders drop. I have seen light bulb moments come on. All of those are real emotions, not the candy coated, picture perfect, whatever PC answer people want to give. Oh, I want to give it to other people. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know you want to pay for debt. Yeah, I get that. What about for you? I'll tell you one of the most impactful answers I've ever heard is there was a woman, still great friends with her today, when we really got to the core, and she lives in another country. when we got to the core of what she wanted, and by the time we got here, it was like 15, 20 minutes into the call, she shared with me, if I really could do something for myself, I would get a new set of teeth. And this person loves to smile, but she was so self-conscious for the longest time about her smile. And she's like, I would get a new set of teeth right away because that would boost my confidence in more ways than you could ever imagine. And I just sat there and I was like, wow, new teeth, which cost tens of thousands of dollars, right? New teeth. I've had other people say a new wardrobe because how you dress, it matters, right? It really does matter. There's a lot of people that blanket themselves in these like just basic t-shirts and basic clothes, like please don't look at me. But you know when you have that piece, I talk about this in our Kim 10 Speaker Academy for people who want to be a better speaker and go through our certification. You want to dress how you want to be addressed, and you want a power piece, a lipstick, a color, a jacket, pair of shoes. When you put that on, you're like, we got it. We got it. A level of confidence shoots all the way up. Your wardrobe does matter. And you don't have to break the bank anymore to have a new wardrobe. There's a lot of, I might get backlash for this. There's a lot of fast fashion out there that makes it so affordable. And there's a lot of people that need that, right? You don't have to be spending thousands of dollars to look good. You do not have to do that anymore. You really don't. So, when you think about vision casting, going back to the first question, if you had 8 figures hit your bank account, what would you be doing with it? I want you to write that question down. I want you to come back to it, and I want you to fill that out for yourself. Yes, debt. Yes, helping other people, but what would you do for you and your family? What kind of vacation would you take? How long would you take it? Would you retire people in your family? Like, what would you do? Recently, I heard a story of a woman that goes to my church, and her dad, I believe if I'm getting this right, I may not, but something like this. Her dad bought $5,000 worth of Bitcoin back when it was it first was coming out. Super, super cheap. I don't know how cheap, but that $5,000 back then has set up their entire family and her in-laws' family for life. Now they just bought a big, 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 beautiful home in Newport Beach. They all get to live together, raising her son, being a family together and commune together. And that's the life that they want to live. Oh my gosh. I just was like, hold on a second. $5,000 in Bitcoin first came out. And now it's at this point today, it's definitely over 100K. As I'm recording this here in 2025, June of 2025, I'm like mind blown. That is a lot of money. What a great investment, right? What a great investment. And so I tell you those things, like he got into something early, he invested, and that man was smart. I also shared that earlier. Like if you had 8 figures hit your bank account, what kind of investments would you get into? I remember there was a season where I barely had like 2 pennies to rub together. And the Lord is showing me all these and having conversations too with all these different people of future investments. And I'm like, Lord, I barely have 2 pennies to rub together. What do you mean? And then I started looking at it as, you know what? It's always good to be prepared and know what's out there and vet it before it's time. Because a lot of people wait till they have it, then they have to do the research, and success loves speed. So do the research ahead of time, know what you want to get into, know what it takes to get into that, and then you can, boom, hit it like a bullet train. Hit it like a bullet train. So, vision casting is so important, first of all, for yourself, but then the next part of this is walking other people through it. Every single person will get into business and will do something, and they will have a why attached to it. But many people don't have roots or even very deep roots to that why because the storms will come. So if you have a tree that just got planted and the roots really haven't dug in yet, if there's a storm, it's going to rip that tree right out. You want to be the tree that is the tallest one in the neighborhood with deep roots, and it doesn't have to take you years to build it. It just takes time and intentionality and reminding yourself every day. Maybe putting a sticky note on the mirror, putting it in your car, putting it anywhere where you need to be reminded. Affirmations that you tell yourself. An environment and community that surrounds you that is pouring and breathing life into you. And as much as I love community, and I talk about that a lot in these podcasts because obviously I am a co-founder of an international massive Christian community, most importantly, you have to talk to yourself. You talk to yourself more than anyone else. And what are you saying? I can or I can't. Are you casting vision for yourself or are you poo-pooing on the things that you can't have right now? because you're frustrated, you're mad, you're irritated. Guess what? That's the preparation. You have to go through preparation before the promise comes. So casting vision for other people, letting them know, hey, let's what do you desire? What is God putting on your heart? How much money is that going to take? A lot of people don't even know how much money that's going to take. Oh, I want to build an orphanage. Oh, I want to be able to have like an animal rescue farm. Oh, I want to be able to do this, whatever. A lot of these things take millions of dollars. Multiple six figures at least. And if you don't know how much it is, you're always just going to be like, you don't even know what to shoot for, right? You don't even know what to shoot for. You just have this big goal and it sounds great, but do you know the details of it? Do you know the details of it? Go look up Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain. Write the vision and make it plain. Make it plain. What do you need to get to that? Reverse engineer it. Help walk your people through the reverse engineering process. Because then it's going to be like, wow, this person's in it with me. They believe in me. This isn't just some crazy idea. Which God gives us a lot of crazy ideas. But you know what? He gives us the provision and the people and the wisdom and, most importantly, himself in order to make it happen. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? I really hope so. After like 10 minutes of this is what most people are missing. They do not know how to vision cast for themselves, therefore other people. And so when push comes to shove, things get a little hard. The wind and the waves, so to speak, make things a little bit more difficult. You are flopping with the wind and the waves. You are not standing firm because you haven't casted a vision big enough and has solidified it deep enough of I'm going to do whatever it takes. Most entrepreneurs, they say in the first 3 to 5 years of business, people bow out. Most people do not cast vision long enough for that. They don't. It's like more like 90 days. We have a microwave mentality society. Come on. A minimally 3 to 5 year vision. You have to compound. You have to build. You have to refine. You have to go through a process to know that you are ready. You have to be pruned. I've talked about all this on so many different episodes. And when you get so good at vision casting, people will start to believe, wow, this is possible because they see the belief coming from you. They are moved by your conviction, not your convincing. You're showing them, here's how it's possible. Here's how we can make it happen with this opportunity. Ultimately, you can't rely on that person who's showing you the vision to always be the one to gas you up. You got to gas yourself up. You got to pump yourself up. You got to go do what needs to be done. They will not do it for you. And this is where society right now, like this is also another big gap. People are like, oh, but that's hard. Yeah, and are you willing to do it or not? Straight up. Are you willing to do it or not? I love saying the or not. Yep, little slang in there, but I just love it. This is who I am. Welcome to the show. So you have to get so good at casting vision. So number 1 for yourself, number 2 for others. And when you do that, you will start to build culture. Casting vision builds culture. And when you build culture and a culture that people want to be a part of, and they see you doing the work to doing it to get there, you're not just telling them, like you're being about it. Not just talking about it, you're being about it. People are going to be like, here's not just another talker. This is somebody who practices what they preach. In a world where everybody just wants to be able to have stage time and be an influencer and not do the work, be the one who actually shows them the way. Be the one to show them what excellence looks like. Be the example. And show them the hard stuff too. They need to see that. If people see the promise without the process, they are going to be duped every time. Every time. Show them the process. Quit showing them just the highlight reel. Show them what's happening. One of the things that God has really highlighted to me in the last couple years is show them what happens in the secret place with me. Show them the revelations. Show them what I'm sharing with you. And I'm always asking, Lord, do you want me to share this now or when? It's not just up to me. I'm like, Holy Spirit, move through me. And sometimes I'm in my car like 4 o'clock in the morning and I am typing feverishly on my phone. And he just gives me these prophetic downloads. And then people are like, that hits. Wow, me too. Wow, I needed this. Wow, oh my gosh, ... And I'm like, only God. Only God. You're casting vision even for people spiritually. Preparing them of what is to come. And to hold on and have hope. But know that the only way out is through. The only way. So when you're casting somebody When you're casting vision for somebody and showing them how to cast it for themselves, there's also a spiritual casting of vision of, behold, I am your God. Behold, I am here. Psalms 91. If you are in a season, any season as an entrepreneur, you better have Psalms 91 printed, placed, and just reading that every day. That is something that will definitely help carry you through. There are so many different scriptures that will help carry you through. I could spend a whole podcast going on through all the scriptures that God has ever brought to me, through me, and the ones I've saved through the YouVersion Bible app so I can have quick and easy access, because it is the living word that will give you the sustenance that you need. It is all there for you. So I want to encourage you today. If you are a business owner of any kind, if you have a dream of any kind, get really good at casting vision. Get really good. If you have no idea where to start, if this wasn't helpful at all, which I hope it was, because there's a lot of gold in here, not because I'm like, I got it. It's because of what he's done through me. Feel free to reach out. I love casting vision for other people. I love being able to expand on hope, and here's how it's possible. And it's only possible because God says, I am possible. Impossible. I'm possible. It is always possible. You just have to include him in it. Period. Point blank, period. And it's possible. So I hope that this was of value to you. I'm sure it was. I'm sure you need to share this with people on your team, people inside of your organization, people that you work with, other coaches, other entrepreneurs that you know, because this is the thing that I've seen people just neglect, because it isn't the easiest thing to pick up, but it's so fruitful for yourself and other people when you learn to do it. So fruitful. Cast that vision, cast that vision, cast that vision. Get so good at this and watch your momentum explode on your team and your business and your organization and even in your own life. It's huge. We are connected to the creator that created heavens and the earth. He has strategy more than anybody else, limitless, right? Casting a vision opens up just even a tiny little speck of sand of what is possible for people. But be the one that opens up that speck to show other people there is a way and there is hope. I know you can do it. And when you do it, or when you have any kind of a revelation from what it is that I'm sharing, please share this with me. I love it. I love being able to hear what people are grasping, what they're leaning on, and what they're about to go do. Don't just be another person that is just consuming. Go out there and start doing. You have everything you need to make it happen. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this episode. It means the world to me that you would lean in, listen in, and be able to hear the value that's being shared on this show. Don't forget, if you love this episode, rate the show, leave me a review, be sure to share it with a friend, and don't forget to tag me on social media. I will definitely be giving you a shout out. Also, come say hi, drop in the DMs. I would love to be able to hear what stood out to you the most on the episode, and if there's any topics that you would like to hear on the show. We'll see you next time.